Hi Raghav, thank you for joining us for the API Testing Summit on which will be happening on May 8th by Agile Testing Alliance. And thank you so much for accepting the speaker invite for the session as well. And first of all, I want to congratulate you. You have got immense number of subscribers on YouTube, 257K plus. So that's amazing. And I would like to ask you that could you please briefly, although I know that everybody knows who Raghav Pal is, but according to you, who Raghav Pal is?
Yeah, Pallavi, thanks for inviting me for the API Summit, and I'm happy to be a part of the summit. Uh, so I'm basically a teacher, and I always consider myself as a simple teacher who is just trying to explain the concepts. And I teach on topics related to automation, testing, DevOps, CI. I'm into this field for almost 12 years now, and as you said, I teach mostly on my platforms, online platforms like YouTube and Udemy. The YouTube channel is Automation Step by Step, and I also have my website by the same name, automationstepbystep.com. So I mostly teach here, and in the past, I have been an automation test architect in some organizations where I was leading a team of automation engineers, and I was mainly I focused mainly on design and development of automation frameworks. So that's pretty much about me.
Okay, great. Good to know that, Raghav. So would you like to please briefly tell us about your topic and what would people, gain by attending that topic? So your topic is
Yeah.
about the web service architectures for beginners, and you would be talking about SOAP and REST. So could you just briefly tell me about it?
Yeah, so the topic I will be speaking on is the web services architecture for beginners with the focus on SOAP and REST web services. So here I'm going to start with very basics. For anyone who does not know what exactly are web services, how do they communicate, what is the structure, what is the the client and the server architecture that we follow in a web services design. Uh, so I will be explaining that, and then I will be moving on with what exactly SOAP is. It is a protocol, so why exactly it is called as SOAP, and what exactly is this protocol, or what exactly is the structure of a SOAP message. So SOAP is a very kind of a strict structure. So
Okay.
how exactly this structure is made and what lies beneath it. Then the same I will do for REST. What exactly REST is? So REST is a principle. So why exactly we call it REST, and how do the communication happens with with SOAP and REST architecture? So this will be a kind of a very foundation session for anyone who wants to start with API or web services, testing or development both. Plus for people who are already in this field, who already know what is API, they are using the APIs, they are doing testing with APIs. I believe it will still help them a lot to know what is the very basic foundation of API web services, what is the structure and what is the model. So this is what I will focus on in this session.
Okay, great. I truly agree with you that it is very important for the foundations to be clear and know better than you to, clarify that and teach that to people. So, Raghav, I have one more question. So, how long you have been teaching, and how much time it has been that you launched your step-by-step channel and website?
Uh, uh, if I recall, actually I have been teaching for a long time, although it was kind of I had not created a channel that time, but still I was doing it because in my in an organization where I started all this work, it was kind of a startup, and I was the only person to start the department or the unit of automation testing there.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to bring up a complete unit from scratch, and
Okay.
then I had to create a complete team.
Okay.
And a very important part of bringing up a complete automation team was to teach what we already had, what I had already built, because I had built a framework and everybody had to, learn that or understand that and work on that framework. So it was very important for me that they understand it properly, and to teach them exactly how to do things, how to run it, execute it, troubleshoot the issues, and all those things. So my experience goes back to those days. Then it was in 2016 when I officially started my channel, the
Okay.
YouTube channel, and I started putting on videos there. And again, the idea there was just to share my knowledge. I never imagined or thought that it will become huge and people will start following it, and I will get so much of viewers there, so many viewers there. But yeah, it was just the idea was to share the knowledge. So it was in 2016 when I started the channel.
It shows, Raghav, you are a very passionate teacher, and it shows in almost all your videos. And I've seen you doing it a live session in the ATA meetup, and it was excellent. Why do you think that? And do you think that API testing is important nowadays, or it has been important for some time now, but maybe people don't talk about it as much as UI testing? What is your thought on that?
Yeah. So, Pallavi, API testing, I believe, is important, very important, and also it is very easy. I believe a lot of people think that it is some new term or something different, and it will be difficult for them to learn API testing or do API testing. But it is just the reverse. If you actually understand the basics and you start with API testing and API test automation, you will see that it is so easy and so efficient in checking and testing the functionality of your application or your product. So one of the major advantage of doing API testing or testing the functionality of the application with APIs is that it works at the backend and there is no UI layer involved here, and
True.
it helps us a lot. There is less memory consumption, that is obviously there, and it is very fast. But the thing is that uh, with the absence of a graphical user interface or a UI layer, uh, it we do not get so many of the issues, the test management issues and the test execution issues that we normally see a lot when we do a web browser based UI testing. So a
Okay.
lot of times, and anybody who has done UI testing or UI automation can vouch for it, that a lot of time goes into actually looking and troubleshooting the issues which are due to execution and test management there. Here we
Right.
do not have all those things because it kind of runs at the back end, and we can actually test a lot of functionality by just running few APIs. So it is like a request and response model. We
Mhm.
can create a API and then can run it with different sets of data,
Mhm.
and we can check the entire functionality of our application. So API testing is very important, very easy, much faster, much more efficient. So I believe that everybody, if somebody needs to do API testing, then of course they will be learning it. But even if you do not have a need now, maybe a professional need or a need in your organization to learn or do API testing, I will still say you should learn the skill. It is very easy and it is going to help you a lot in future.
Okay, thank you so much for that, Raghav. So I believe we have received a lot of great answers from you, and I, for one, are definitely looking forward for your session on May 8th in the API Testing Summit. And thank you so much for your time. So thanks a lot on behalf of Agile Testing Alliance too. Have a good weekend, Raghav. Bye. Thank you.
Thank you, Pallavi. Have a good day. Bye bye.